Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll see about the IP header. So let me introduce IP header in this lecture guys. So today I'm going to start network layer. So this layer is very important, network layer, isn't it? So one part of network layer is what? That is IP addressing, which I already covered in the beginning, isn't it? Where we covered IP addressing, that is the part of network layer. Yeah, we can say that network layer is responsible for IP addressing, isn't it? So that particular part we already covered. Now we'll cover the remaining part. We'll see what is IP header, isn't it? What are the different fields inside the IP header, isn't it? After that we'll see, yes, what is the concept of fragmentation and all, isn't it? Afterwards we'll see various protocols inside the network layer, and finally we'll see some routing algorithm, isn't it? So that is the part of network layer. So I already told you, whenever data passes to any layer, then the corresponding header will be attached along with the data. So network layer header is very important, isn't it, for gate point of view? So we'll study each and every field of IPv4 header, isn't it? So we can say that in IPv4 version 4, we can say that yes, this IP datagram, or we can say that IP packet, it contains two fields. We can say that this is data. Sometimes data is also known as payload, and this is what? This is IP header, which is attached by network layer, isn't it? Whenever yes, packet comes from upper layer, transport layer to network layer, the network layer will attach some header, isn't it? Okay. So yes, this is IPv4, isn't it? Datagram, which contains IP header, isn't it? As well as we can say that data, isn't it? Oh, now try to listen me correctly. Let's say this is transport layer. After that, this is network layer. Then let's say this is data link layer, isn't it? So whenever packet comes to transport layer, then transport layer will add its header. Let's say TS is the transport layer header, and this is data. Now, whenever this packet comes to the network layer, the network layer header, isn't it, will be attached, and whatever be the this particular packet, this will be inside this one, isn't it? Transport header plus data. Now this part is considered as data, or sometimes it is known as payload, isn't it? Now this is network layer header, and whatever other than network layer header, that is known as payload or data, isn't it? In that particular payload, we can say that upper layer headers will be included. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay. So I'm going to explain one by one. So we'll study this IP header in detail. That is very important for gate point of view. So I'm going to start IP header. So IPv4 version 4 header, isn't it? So this is the format of IPv4 header, format of IPv4 header, isn't it? So first field is for version. This is of 4 bit. Next one is HLAN. This is also of 4-bit. Next one is type of service. Type of service. This field is of 8 bits. Next one is total length. This field is of 16 bit. Next one is identification number. This field is of 16 bit. This one bit is of no use. Next bit is don't fragment. DF stands for don't fragment. Don't fragment. This is one bit. MF, this is also one bit, more fragment. And last one is fragment offset. This is of 13 bit, isn't it? Okay. Next one is TTL field. TTL stands for time to live. Next one is protocol field. This is of 8 bits. Next one is header checksum. Header checksum is of 16 bits. Next one, this is source IP address. This is of 32 bits, you know, in version 4. Destination IP address. This is of 32 bits. Next one, this is options. Options are from 0 to 40 bytes. That means we can say that these options are optional, isn't it? Whenever there is a requirement, then we can use. So minimum size of options will be 0 bytes, not bits. And maximum size of options will be 40 bytes, isn't it? Okay. So this is the format of, we can say that, IPv4 header, isn't it? So this way we will study each and every field. What is the responsibility of every field? We'll see one by one. So this is the format. So you can see, if we see the size of this one. So 4 bit 4, 8, 8 and 8, 16, 16 plus 16. So this is 32 bits. 32 bits means 4 bytes. Similarly, you can count 16. This is 1 bit, 1 bit, 1 bit plus 13. So this is also going to 4 bytes. This field also you can see, this is also 4 bytes. Yes, this is 32 bit is also 4 bytes. And this one is also 4 bytes. And last one is from 0 to 40 bytes, isn't it? So including all these bytes, these are 20 bytes. Isn't it? 20 bytes. So what will be the minimum size of header? That will be 20 bytes plus 0 from options. So we can say that 20 bytes will be the minimum size. And what will be the maximum size of this header? Maximum size will be, if we use all the options of 40 bytes, so it is going to be 60 bytes, isn't it? So IPv4 header size is minimum 20, maximum 60 bytes. Be careful, isn't it? Okay. I hope this one is clear to everyone. So minimum size of IP header is 20 bytes and maximum size is 60 bytes, isn't it? See, we will see one by one. What is these fields? First one we'll see version, then we'll see H length, isn't it? Version. So first field is what? Version. Version. So version, we can say that this is of 4 bits. So if by using 4 bits, if it is written like that, that means what? 4. That means this IP header is IPv4 version 4. And if these bits are like this, isn't it? That means what? That is 6. That means that IP header is for IP version 6 protocol, isn't it? So whenever IPv4 will be there, then these bits will be like this. And if this is IPv6, then these bits will be like this, isn't it? So that is the significance of version field. Next one we can say that H length, header length. Header length is of 4 bits. So you can see maximum value using 4 bits will be how much? That is 15. But you know your IPv4 maximum size can be 60 bytes. So yes, it is not possible to represent 60 with the help of 4 bits. So some scaling factor is required. So maximum size of header is 60 divided by maximum size using 4 bits 15, that is 4. So 4 scaling factor is used, isn't it? What does it means? We can say that, let's say, yes, these 4 bits could be 000, 0001, 0010, 0011, 0100, 0101, isn't it? Then 0110 and up to we can say that 111, isn't it? So you know, yes, so this decimal value will be 0, this decimal value will be 1, this decimal value will be 2, this decimal value will be 3, this is 4, this is 5, isn't it? This is 6 and this is 15. So whenever, yes, IP header size is minimum, that is 20 bytes. So yes, we can start from here. So one scaling factor is used, 5 into 4, that means 20 bytes. If these bits are used, that means 6 into 4, we can say that 24 bytes of header is there, isn't it? And whenever all bits are 1, so 15 into 4, so 60 bytes of header is there. That means these 5 combinations from 0 to 4, these are of no use. So accordingly, whatever be the size of the header, accordingly these 4 bits will be set, isn't it? So I hope this one is clear to everyone. So let's say if HLN contains 1010, then you can see decimal value will be how much? That is 10. So 10 into 4, that means we can say that header size is 4 bytes, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay guys, so in the next lecture we'll see, yes, the remaining parts of IP header. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay guys, thank you so much.